Hey, it's Adon here, AdonCoin.com, where I teach you how to play in DADGAD guitar. In this lesson, we're going to take all the D modal shapes and we're going to make them minor. So if you haven't checked out my D modal chord video, you can check that out below. Also my D major chord video, where we take these D modal shapes and make them major. In this one, we're making them minor. So we're starting out with this one finger D modal shape. First finger on the second fret of the G string. And then to make it a D minor chord, we have to find an F. So F is going to be on the third fret of the middle D string. So that's how we make it a D minor chord. So what else can we do? We can get loads of variations. We can go back to our D modal, and then we'll also find an F on the higher D string. So we had it on the middle D string. Now we're just adding it in on the higher one. So let's see what else we can do. We got this home D modal chord that I use all the time, and then to make this minor, we add in that F. So second finger on the third fret of that middle D string. So then it's a bit of a stretch, but we can work on it and work up that strength in the little finger. So this is another D modal. We had the fourth finger on the fifth fret of that low A. Now we can bring it up to the fifth fret of that high A. Get the D modal. Make it minor. Add in that F on the third fret of that D. Where else can we go? We got back to the D modal again, and we can add in that higher version, just tonally making it different for ourselves if we want it, giving us all of these options. Then if we were to compare this shape that we just did with the standard version, all it is, it's the standard version, just like this. If you know some standard chords, it's a D minor in standard. So how have we changed it? We've just brought up the low, which was a B, down to an A, and we brought down the E to a D. So those strings have gone down, so tonally we're just changing these so that our fingers are now in this position. So this is a D minor, very like the D minor you would hear in standard. So how can we make this easy for ourselves to remember? So we can take these notes and we can actually do the exact same shape as we had in standard, except now we are muting that second finger on the G string. So that's X'd out. So we can actually play that chord. Same shape as you had in standard. It's just moved up, and we're muting, it's just lightly touching. So that's also a D minor that we can use. So it's just a handy one. So we can also move up then to first finger on the seventh fret of that G string. That's our D modal. How do we make this minor? We find an F. And that F is going to be on the 8th fret of the low A string. Cool. Then we come back to our D modal. We can also do the higher version. So we had it up. We had that F on the low A, and now we can also put it up on the high A. Cool. So that's your D minor chords stemming from your D modal chords. I hope you've enjoyed that video. If you have, give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, and you can leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Any questions at all, or any song suggestions or tune suggestions or anything like that, I'm happy to put them up for you. So excellent. You can also check out the guitar cheat sheet, which is completely free, right up here in the corner. I'll see you on the next video.